Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a powerful vision from over 600 years ago that tackles some of the biggest questions we still ask ourselves. Why is there suffering? What is the point of all our struggles? And is evil really as powerful as it feels sometimes? Let's get right into it.
So let's just start with this one provocative question, because it's the key to this whole thing. What if the devil has already been defeated? This idea completely flips the script on that classic image of an endless war between good and evil. It suggests something way more startling, that the fight is already over.
Our journey begins with what the text calls the fifth revelation. You can think of these revelations as, chapters in one long, incredible vision. And this one, it's not your typical fire and brimstone story at all. No, instead, it gives us this really shocking perspective on the devil, not as some terrifying, all-powerful force, but as something that's already broken.
So here's the absolute core of the idea. The vision shows that the devil's real power, his ability to truly, lastingly harm us, was basically shattered by the passion of Christ. Now, this doesn't mean our suffering just vanishes, of course not. But it means that evil has lost its ultimate sting. Its power has been, for all intents and purposes, neutralized.
This is how the mystic who had the vision described what she saw. It's a really strange but powerful image, right? She sees the devil's actions as a game, but also with a scorning and an earnestness. And it's that word right in the middle, scorning, that is the real key to unlocking this whole concept.
So what on earth does scorning mean here? Well, it's not just, simple contempt. It's about seeing things from a divine perspective. From God's point of view, the devil is already judged, already damned, and totally defeated. So any suffering or malice he tries to cause is, from this eternal viewpoint, completely futile. It's worthy only of scorn.
And this slide just lays out that dynamic perfectly. On the one hand, you have the devil's intention, which is just pure malice. He wants to cause pain. But on the other hand, you have God's ultimate power. And what's amazing is that God doesn't just block the devil. He actually uses the devil's malice and turns the suffering that comes from it into a source of honor and joy for those who endure it. The devil, as the text puts it, is kept under lock and key. He can only do what God permits.
So, the big takeaway, the real mind-blowing part of this revelation, isn't about how evil the devil is. We already know that. It's about his ultimate powerlessness. His defeat is a done deal. Okay, so now let's see where the vision takes us after all that struggle.
All right, so after showing us the total defeat of evil, the vision's focus shifts, and I mean it shifts dramatically. We go from the struggle here on earth to this glorious celebration in heaven. This is the sixth revelation, and it is all about the reward that comes from faithful service.
And you can just feel the tone change completely with these words, which are spoken directly by God. It's this incredibly personal, moving message of gratitude. It's saying that every single moment of struggle, every little act of service, it was all seen, it was all acknowledged, and it is all thanked.
And this isn't just a quiet thank you. Oh no, the vision just opens up to reveal this magnificent celebration, what it calls a splendid feast. It's a scene of just pure joy and honor, where God himself is the host, celebrating everyone who served him. And he treats them not just like servants, but like his dearest friends.
But the vision gets even more specific. It doesn't just say, hey, you'll be rewarded. It actually breaks down this heavenly bliss into 3 distinct and beautiful degrees, with each one building on the last. It's pretty amazing. So take a look at this. The vision lays out 3 different layers of bliss. It all starts with that personal gratitude from God. Then it moves to this public honor that everyone can see, and it finishes with a joy that lasts forever and somehow always feels brand new. Let's break each of those down. Okay, so the very first reward is deeply intimate. Just try to imagine it. You're finally delivered from all pain and suffering, and the very first thing you experience is the glorious gratitude of God himself. A personal, one-on-one moment of thanks that just completely fills your soul. This is the foundation of it all. Now, the second degree takes that incredibly personal moment and makes it public. And the text gives us this fantastic analogy to help us get it. It says it's like a king who doesn't just thank a loyal servant in private. No, he announces their amazing deeds to the entire kingdom. So this public recognition in front of all of heaven, it just magnifies that honor beyond belief.
And finally, the third degree is about time itself. The vision says this isn't a joy that fades or gets old. It's a reward that is eternally new. I mean, think about that. 1 billion years could pass, and the delight you feel would be just as fresh and profound as it was in the very first moment. That's the kind of endless joy it's describing.
So, what do we get when we put these 2 incredible revelations together? Well, we get this profound, complete picture of the spiritual life, all the way from the struggle to the glory.
So let's just boil it all down. First, evil is shown to be a scorned, defeated force, not some equal rival to good. Second, our struggles aren't for nothing. In fact, they're the very foundation for our future reward. And third, that reward is more amazing than we can even imagine. It's personal, it's public, and it lasts forever.
And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. This vision was written down in the 14th century, during a time of incredible hardship. So does this perspective, this idea that evil is already overcome and that every single one of our efforts has eternal meaning, does that change how we might look at our own challenges and our own struggles today? It's a powerful question to consider. Thanks for digging into this with me.